Perhaps you may be wondering, as I've done over the time I've been studying the problem of left and right sides of the brain, as to how we came to have these two hemispheres of the new brain, the neocortex, which was a characteristic of mammalian evolution, which took place maybe 60 million years ago. And all animals with a new brain, neocortex, do seem to have it divided into these two halves, left and right. So, why did this happen? You can think of a lot of different theories. Probably most interesting one is that the new brain was necessary to record visual experience in some more detailed way for survival purposes, and that this involved having a mechanism which could remember pictures. But in order to do this, the pictures came so quickly while you were awake that you needed a sort of backup mechanism, a spare set. So if one broke down, there was another one available, and you needed, as it were, some time to go through the pictures you'd seen during one day with one half of the brain while the other one went to sleep. I mean, one half of the brain went to sleep to sort of remember the pictures while the other one stayed awake. This is illustrated perhaps by sea mammals, cetaceans, dolphins, whales and so on, who also have two hemispheres to their brain, and of course they never sleep. So what's happening in their brain is that they're switching from one side to the other continuously, and remembering, like seeing a succession of images of one side of the brain, and then that side of the brain goes to sleep to sort of transfer them to memory, and then the other side of the brain takes over, and this is happening all the time. They're switching from one side to the other. And maybe we've evolved from sea mammals. That's one theory. It's interesting too that probably primitive man had less opportunity to sleep than us. There were more perils in those days, living in caves with wild animals around you. You had to be continually alert, so you couldn't fall asleep for very long, and so they were continually switching from one hemisphere to the other so that they could remember pictures, put them into their memory. And it's interesting that Neanderthal man had a brain capacity larger than ours, and it's believed now that that capacity was really necessary to remember pictures. It's rather, the comparison is something like the tape cassettes you see for recording sound, and the big cassettes you have to record pictures. So that visual memory requires quite a lot of brain capacity, and that where you had two systems interchanging, you needed two fairly large hemispheres to your brain to record pictures in this way. And probably the primitive races like Neanderthals recalled everything in pictures, and they kept a complete picture memory of the whole of their lives. Nothing really was forgotten, and that's why they had to have this large brain, so that they could, in memory, always see a picture of something that had happened to them. So, where did the change occur between primitive and modern man? Those of you who have read this book by Julian James, The Development of Consciousness in the Bicameral Mind, will be familiar with that theory that at some point in evolution there was a definite change towards language rather than pictures as a means of storing memories. This is a vital change, because instead of the mind being bicameral, that is, two cameras looking out on the world and interchanging during the day in order to remember, we had one side of the brain gradually became specialised in language and recording memories in terms of spoken language and words. And that is the point at which evolution, as it were, changed course, and we developed into the sort of person who is specialised in each hemisphere. One hemisphere specialises more in language and digital linear type of thinking, and the other hemisphere more in visual spatial awareness.